guys, welcome back. We are going to be getting ready together today, and I have a ton of new makeup to try. I am very excited because all of this makeup is super affordable that I am trying new today, and it's makeup that I did not see before in stores. So grab your notepad and your pen, take some notes, because I'm sure you're going to want to go and pick up some of these products yourself. I'm going to let you know if these products are any good or not, of course, but if they are, grab your keys, grab your notepad, take some notes, and go get these things, because a lot of this looks so good. I'm having a lot of high hopes for, so let's see. So I went into CVS the other day, and I literally went there for Motrin and walked out with a bag full of makeup, and I was like, what happened? I just blacked out in there. I literally was sitting on the floor in the middle of CVS. Well, not in the middle, right in the front of CVS. So right when you walk in, there was like this gondola of all this new makeup. And it used to be where LA Girl makeup used to be. And it's still there, but they moved it down. And so right when you walk into the CVS that I lived close to, it's literally like front and center. And I'm like, whoa, 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 what is all this new makeup? And then when I actually like zoned in on the brand, I'm like, okay, I think I saw that brand before. I think Manny MUA talk about it, and I also see it at Five Below. Now, the only thing is though, is that Five Below, I feel, now I don't know, I could walk into Five Below today and see some of these products, but whenever I saw this brand at Five Below in the past, the makeup never intrigued me. The makeup looked super cheap, just not interesting at all. But I feel like they put more like better products, or like their, I don't know, like better quality products, I guess, or something like in CVS. I have no idea. It's a brand that likes to give you cheaper alternatives to like other brands, if you know what I mean. I heard you can't use the D word anymore because you can get in trouble. So I don't want to use the D word if that's the case. And I don't know. I don't know if it is a D because we haven't tried it yet. The brand is W7. So literally, I'm telling you, I grabbed so much stuff. Almost a full face. There was tons of more products in store. So we're going to start off with primer. So they had 3 different primers. I grabbed 2. Actually, they had multiple different primers, but in this type of packaging, I grabbed the It's Glow Prime, and it's a radiant primer. And then I also grabbed Perfection, which is a pore minimizer. So I feel like whenever you put on a glowy primer, you need a little bit of a pore minimizer too, because if not, your pores are going to be shining for attention. I'm sorry if these nails are distracting. I just did my nails earlier today, and I love them. They're very bold. I feel like it's with spring around the corner, I'm not really going to be able to wear like, I mean, you can wear whatever you want, right? But I feel like it's not going to be in theme with spring. And so I wanted to try this blackout. It is a, I think it's called Midnight Skies from Lights Lacquer, from Kathleen Light's nail brand. So I did go ahead and put on some false nails and painted them with that nail polish, and I'm obsessed. So just let me have my moment. They probably won't last that long because, you know, they're super long and stuff, but just let me have my moment, okay? All right, so let's see what this looks like. Oh no, did I get it done already? It's starting to come out. It just kind of like shot everywhere, but okay. So this is what it looks like. And to be honest, it's kind of freaking me out because it almost looks like liquid highlighter. Oh my god, that smells so good. Like, you know how like sometimes cheap makeup smells like just paint, like just like a marker? Like, this smells like a childhood candy. Oh my god, that smells so nostalgic. That's so good. I would put this on just to smell that. Look like a liquid highlighter. And it doesn't feel greasy either. You know how like some luminizer primers can feel greasy? I feel like this did not. You can definitely see the glow for sure, but it feels so good and it smells so good on the skin. Wow, that's so pretty. Okay. CVS loves to give you coupons. Like, you would think that I have a long receipt because of how much I bought. Everything I bought is literally like right here. So the glow one is $4.99. A lot of these products were like $5 or less, I will go ahead and let you know, like try to remember to tell you how much everything was. But this was $4.99 and this one was $4.49. So you do get actually a little bit more in the Glow Primer than you do the Perfection, which would make sense of why it costs a little bit more. So you actually get, you're supposed to get 1 full ounce. And this one you get 0.84 ounces, just so you know. So for the Perfection Primer, it's literally giving me Pore Benefit vibes. Like it's giving me like, you know what I mean? Like that, I don't know. It literally looks like the Pore Benefit Primer. It feels like it too. So we're gonna just, ooh. Yeah, for sure. It's giving me some blurriness for sure. And it's not making my skin feel too silicone-y, you know what I mean? But you can feel the smoothness. Okay, so far the primers I really like. Let's keep going. If you guys can guess what this reminds you of, I will give you a guess. It's a brow wax. Packaging. Is it ringing any bells? You tell me. You tell me what you think this looks like. I think it looks like Anastasia Brow Freeze is what I think. Okay, so it does come with like a little cap, which is nice, and it says to prevent product drying, replace seal after use. Like I always say in a lot of my videos, usually if a product is coming with this type of like seal, it's normally to prevent it from drying out, so it's always best to reuse it. So I feel like my brows, I like these types of products. I feel like for the most part they work, but my brows are very stubborn, and so it's not always the best product to use for my brows. I'm gonna go ahead and use this e.l.f. brush and dip into it, and you can see it's just like a clear gel. And I'm gonna go ahead and start working on these brows so that way they are set when I go ahead and fill them in. It's doing basically the same that the e.l.f. one and the Anastasia Brow Freeze did for my brows, because I tried both of those products out. Okay, I like that brow way better than this brow, so I'm gonna see if I can go ahead and kind of just like reshape this brow. So we're gonna go ahead and leave the brows dry. I feel like this one's a little bit thinner than this one. Like this one needs a little bit more love, but it is what it is. I don't want to put too much product in because you know sometimes these products can get a bit flaky. This is another product that is from W7. It is called their Illuminate Under Eye Brightener. So again, you tell me, what does this product look like to you? Because I have this product in my collection. I know e.l.f. came out with like a under eye brightener corrector type of thing too. So my opinion, I think it looks like the Becca Now Smashbox under eye brightener. I'm just going to use a brush since I have really, oop, that's creamy. It's very creamy. You don't need to go in there with a heavy hand at all. So I'm just going to go ahead and spread that along. This one is in a shade medium. They only had one shade in the store. I don't know if you can get more than one shade online. So that might be a possibility. Like I think I would go probably a shade down if they had another option. So we're going to put concealer over top, of course. But at least that peachy shade is going to correct. So obviously it didn't brighten. If anything, it darkened because it's not, you know, my shade. But I feel like it obviously did correct some of the darkness under there. But yeah, I went in with my brush and picked up like a good amount of product. So it's very creamy. Definitely time to work with though. It's not like super drying. So far, we'll see. But so far it looks pretty good. Okay. They had foundation. So this is the W7 HD foundation. Shake well before use. It just says vegan, vegetarian friendly. It just says 12-hour wear. And again, it just keeps saying HD foundation. So I don't know if it's like going to be matte, if it what you know it's going to be. Mine's in fresh beige. I don't know if it's going to be too dark or not. And it comes with your normal typical like 1 ounce. Oh, I forgot about prices. I already forgot about prices. Okay. The Brow Circles Brow Wax goes for $4.49. So the under eye corrector brightener is $3.49. And then for the foundation was $5.29. And we also got the concealer as well, which was also $5.29. So the concealer and the foundation were the same amount. And I'm just gonna go ahead and, you know what, should I, ooh, that looks, I put like 2 pumps, but that looks a little dark. So in like the packaging, I couldn't tell. I mean, maybe in stores it's kind of hard to tell too. So I don't know. I mean, it's not super dark, so I can probably wear this like more in the summertime. But we're gonna just put it on and make it work. And if I'm crazy, I will just have to redo my makeup before I leave. So I'm gonna use the Morphe E63 brush. I don't think it smells like anything. I think I still smell the primer though. Blend it down, because yeah, we are definitely not we're not this dark yet. Nope. Spring is just around the corner. Yeah, we are a little orange, I feel. I should have got the lighter shade, but I was afraid that shade was gonna be too light. But you know what, guys? I am horrible at doing my brows first, and this is why I don't do my brows first, because did you not just see me run that brush right through my brow? First impressions, I mean, it's now I will say that when you put on primers underneath, it's hard to tell what the finish is, because you know, if you're putting a luminance primer underneath, it's gonna look like it has a more of a dewy finish. So I probably want to say that this has more of like a satin finish on its own, is what it's looking like. It just looks a little bit more dewy because of that primer. I will say that it's a foundation that you have to work with slowly. It's not a foundation that you can quick slap on and it's going to be good to go. Like, you're going to have to really blend it in, because it will like just stay in one spot. Like over here, it was just staying in one spot. I don't know how I feel about it yet, but I do know that the shade is a little bit too dark for me for right now. And I don't know if I like it enough to even want to buy a lighter shade. So I think I'm just going to wear it more in the summertime. Obviously, it's not like super full coverage. You can still see a lot of my acne, which is fine. I don't care. So the concealer, wow, it's, yeah. Oh, okay. So when you take it out, it looks a bit runny. The doe foot is pretty big. But when you take it out, it just looks like super, like you can see, it's about to like drip off the doe foot. So it's a bit lighter. It's a bit. So we're gonna put this on. See. I don't know if this concealer is my favorite. It's nice and thin, so it's like I can like use it to like lighten up the foundation a bit too. Because of how thin it is, I don't think you're gonna get like a whole lot of coverage. Yeah, I think it's a more lighter coverage concealer. You're not gonna get a whole lot of coverage, but I will say that I think I like the concealer more than the foundation. But I'm just gonna add a little bit more. Even though we put that like corrector on underneath, but it was a bit darker too. So I will say that the foundation, like it doesn't feel wet. It feels like a comfortable foundation that like if you don't want to powder, you don't have to, which is nice because I don't have it all over the face powder. I did pick up their Pink Blur Loose Powder. So this is what their packaging looks like. I want to put this on first because this is the only, I think, cream product that I have right now from them. And so this is called Bronze Chic Universal Bronzing Balm. It comes with like a little seal thingy, so that is nice. But yeah, I'm like, are you trying to give us Chanel? Are you trying to give us the Makeup by Mario sculpting bronzer? Because it says Universal Bronzing Balm. So I don't know, but this is what it looks like. It's 1 ounce of product. And yeah, since it's universal, so we will see. I hate when like bronzers are like universal. I'm like, how are you universal? So I kind of just like loaded up my brush because it says balm, so I'm picturing it being a bit like lighter weight, you know? Let's see. So this would probably be just a product that like I put like a skin tint on, you have almost nothing, and you just want to go in with just a little bit of bronzer. You want to warm up the face a little bit, but you don't want to like look like you have too much makeup. I think that's why it's called a balm. That this cannot be universal. This is not going to show up on deeper skin, so I just don't like that, but it is nice. And to be honest, like the shade of it is giving me Chanel vibes. Yeah, it's giving me a little bit of a sculpt, but it's like, again, not too crazy. So I think I'm gonna like this for lighter day makeup for sure. I just wish that it came with more shades and not universal, because I feel like this could be a pretty popping product for sure. Since that's the only cream product, I'm now going to go ahead and set my under eyes. Okay, so what I had to do is pop holes in every like hole on the sticker, because the sticker is so thin that it's almost like peeling glue off instead of like pulling off a sticker. So they made that sticker way too thin and sticky, and it was just not coming off. So not with tweezers, not with anything. It was just like coming off like very thin and like gooey. Like they just put a very thin layer of glue and turned it into a sticker. I'm like, what's that? What's going on here? So, and now I'm going to take my little puffy puff and I'm going to set my under eyes with this beautiful pink powder. I'm hoping that it works. Yeah, that's probably going to be a fail. You know when you pick the powder up and you like tap it and it like evenly coats, it just came off. Like it just kind of it's not adhering to my puff. So like I have the powder and I'm trying to like really get it coated, right? And normally like you don't get an even coat. So normally you just go like this and you see it just coming off. Like it's not adhering to it. So let's see. No, absolutely not. Oh no, it's just like it's just staying there. It's not blending into the skin. Let's see what it looks like if we like. No, it's really not my favorite. It's not brightening. The color pink is not even like staying behind. I don't like it. It's so messy. It just goes everywhere except for your skin. Okay, so the Bronzing Chic was $5.99. So this was not expensive at all. It's $5.99. So whatever they were trying to do there, it's nice. The powder, the Pink Blur Loose powder was $4.19. Worst $4.19 I probably ever spent. Next, we're going to use this, which, okay guys, I'm going to give you a second. What does this look like to you? Just by looking at the outer packaging. And think a little old school, maybe. I mean, maybe now too, but like, what does this look like? Okay, now we're going to open it. What does this look like to you? The bronzer is called Honolulu. This shade is called Cheeky, this is called Rebel, and this is called Shy. But are we getting Benefit Cosmetic vibes here? Just saying. Inspiration, I guess, right? So I'm gonna go in with this bronzer. Okay, it's not super powdery, but that could mean, okay, if you like swirl, you do get a little bit more kickback than just dabbing into it. Let's see, I'm kind of scared. Now, I will say, I'm gonna give this bronzer another try on its own, because I did put that balm down, but to be honest, that balm is not sticky. It doesn't feel like anything is on. It's almost looking a little patchy, but it might be because I didn't set the foundation or the balm, but it doesn't feel sticky, it doesn't feel tacky, like it feels fine. Like I should be able to put a powder on top of it. Like I have a powder products that would be fine on top of these types of products, so I mean, I like the color. I just need to keep playing with it because it's not wowing me. It's not wowing me as much as I thought it was going to. Okay. I also can try, I guess, a blush, but I also have another blush too. So maybe we'll just do one on each cheek and then try to make it even. This one really, like, I love the color. It's a candy blush and it's in the shade Gossip, and it comes like in this like little cute packaging, and you do get like a nice little mirror, and then this is what the blush looks like. It's just so cute. So I don't know if I already told you, but the Sculpt Powder palette was $5.29. And then the candy blush is $3.19. And I think in stores they had like, I think 4 shades if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so we got some kickback. I feel like their blush is very pretty. The blush doesn't smell like anything. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm not liking my base right now, but the blush looks very blurring and looks like it has potential. So I am very excited to continue to use this blush and keep like trying it out. I'm gonna try on the other blush on the other side just to keep testing out this formula. It's the one in the shade Rebel. I'm gonna use a different brush. This one's from Alamar Cosmetics. Let's see. Okay. I feel like you can't even tell I have 2 different brushes on, but I feel like right here, like right in this area, it kind of looks like I just got punched in the face. Like I don't like how the products are just like layering. But yeah, color-wise, I don't feel like I have to even it out. I feel like they look very similar. Let's try the highlighter. This is in the shade Shy, so we can dip into that. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, it's very like, it's not smooth. It's very like I guess it's not glitter, but the highlighter is just very splotchy. Not my fave. Okay, so I will say that I think they do sell, I think on their website, because like I said, I saw Manu and Miue make a video on this brand, I think like 9 months ago. But they do sell this bronzer on its own. So I think if anything, just get one of these blushes. They seem better. And skip the palette. The palette was very exciting to me. It intrigued me. Like I said, it kind of reminds me of Benefit's palettes, but the quality is just not all there. It's doable. You can make it work if you're on a budget. Makeup is so expensive. So like if you're just starting out, you just want to play with makeup. This is fun makeup to grab, but you kind of have to work with it a little bit more. It's just not my favorite. So I can see myself decluttering this from my collection in the future, but I will try to play with it with different types of bases and see if maybe it's just my base, who knows. So we will give it a try. We will keep playing with it. This inside doesn't give me any, like, I don't know, like maybe you can think of like Bobbi Brown or something like that. The outer packaging gives me Charlotte Tilbury vibes, and I know they had some Charlotte Tilbury inspired items there because their lipsticks, like their gold lipsticks that are like ridged, gave me like, the lipsticks that like Charlotte Tilbury has. They did have that as well. I grabbed other lipsticks because I wanted the matte versus the satin. Those were satin. The ones that look like Charlotte Tilbury. The ones that I grabbed looks like a different brand that you will see in a minute. But this is a highlighter. It's called Afterglow Blush and Highlight. I just see it as a highlight. And this is Afterglow $5.99. Like I said, a lot of these products at least are very, very affordable. Okay. Oh, I just lost the little packaging. But this is what it looks like, and as you can see, it just has like a nice, like, beautiful shades there. So I'm gonna grab a different highlighter brush. I'm just gonna dip into all of the shades. And let's see. Okay, this one is more consistent versus this one. Like the blindness is not quite there. I don't know. It's probably hard to see, but it's just very splotchy. Like it's very splotchy. It gives me like, you ever take a liquid highlighter and you're trying to blend it and it's drying while you're blending it, so it gets very splotchy. That's what that looks like. That looks like I put liquid highlighter on top of powder and it just dried instantly and I wasn't able to blend it. That's what that looks like. This is very like, everything's very consistent with, it's very beautiful. It looks very nice. I don't know if you want like this much of a blinding highlight, but it's very pretty. I do like that a lot. I'm gonna actually just put some over here just to kind of blend out a little bit and make it look the same. And after I bought this, I was like, not very sure why I bought this, because I opened it up and I'm like, I don't know if this is something I'm gonna reach for a lot. But to be honest, this is one of the better products that I've tried out of everything so far. So before I do my eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and finish my brows, and I'm gonna put this lip balm on. So this lip balm is giving me Laneige vibes. It is the Strawberry Overnight Lip Mask, and like obviously any type of lip balm can be in this type of packaging, but you know, we have a little seal. Okay. It smells so good. It kind of reminds me of the one that I'm almost done now. It's from Lottie London, I think, right? Yeah, I think it's from Lottie London, and you can get it at Walmart, and it's in a pretty big container just like this, and it's definitely like a Laneige alternative. This feels very nice. Very nice, very just smells good. It feels good. So this is definitely a product that I like. Like I said, we'll see how my lips feel when I wake up, because some lip balms feel great, but then when you wake up, you're like, why are my lips drier? So we will see. We will see. It says Sweet Dreams with vitamin C, aloe vera, and grape seed oil. This Sweet Dreams was $4.49. So very delicious, very yummy. They also had different like scents too. So I just grabbed the strawberry one. Love it, love it. Okay, let me see what these brows do. Let me see. Can I? Okay. So I am finding myself able to like fill in my brows on top of the brow wax, which is like hallelujah. Because sometimes it can be hard depending on which product you're using. Feeling them, they feel like they have something in them, but they're not like super hard, super crunchy. Like the Ardell like brow lamination glue, whatever that's called, that is going to be a good hold. I love that product, but this is okay too. Okay, so this was the most expensive product out of everything, and it wasn't, again, even that expensive, but the Influence Press eyeshadow palette was $10.49. So everything else, as you saw, really ranged between $4, $5, $3, and change. So this was the most expensive thing. That was $10.49. And it is called the Influence Press Pigment Palette. I'm going to open it up and show you it, and you tell me what you think first. Like, put in the comments as soon as you see this palette. Tell me what you think. So you do get like a mirror, and you do actually get like a brush to go in it. So that's nice. Ta-da! What palette are you thinking of? Take a look at these different shades. I'll give you a second. I'm thinking Huda Beauty. I think it's called her Grunge palette. I think it's the one that it's called. We will see. We will see. And there's some like Conquer and Impact. I don't think she actually has those in her palette, but they're like creams. Like the brown and the black are like creams, kind of like what Patrick Ta does in his eyeshadow palettes. So that is interesting. All right, so we're gonna go in with, actually we're gonna go in with the shade BU. We're gonna go with that. And okay, kickback is not cray cray. So let's see if I swirl. Still kickback is not bad. BU is like actually pretty nice. Let's go into leader. Oh my god, which is like this beautiful shade right here. Wow, that's actually very nice. It's very nice. I'm trying not to like dig my finger into the other eyeshadows. Oh, okay. This eyeshadow palette is impressing me. Wow. I'm gonna actually take this brush. Oh, I think I like this brush. If you have like long nails, this brush got you. And normally I don't buy these types of dupes, like, you know, from a random website, you know, online, but I mean, W7 makeup is like in Five Below, it's at CVS now, so it's like Makeup Revolution does it too, but for most of their products, they're not like you can kind of tell, but they're not like yelling it from the rooftop, you know what I mean? But they're just known. They're known to give you alternatives. It's like for $10, I mean, so far I'm liking it. Like I said, I know it's not fair to the original brands that have this and worked hard on it, but I don't know, make your makeup a little bit more affordable. But I think for people who are just, you know, getting into makeup, who just can't afford these types of brands, you know, I think it's nice for them to have alternatives. And I think I have a beautiful eye look from this palette, so I do like it. And I do think that if you're interested in this palette but you can't afford the original, I think this is a nice alternative that I believe is like safer than like buying just like a legit knockoff, you know what I mean? Like one that has Huda's like brand and like all of that stuff, because there are literally brands out there that will like legit copy, like put the, like, you know, like Jaclyn Hill palette or like the Tati palette, like everything would be completely the same. Like they're not trying to, you know, they're not putting Huda Beauty grunge palette on the covering, but if you open up their palette, you can see like what vibes they were going for. Like I feel like they moved some colors around and stuff, which is fine, but I do think it's a nice alternative if you can't afford the original. Let me put on some mascara. I did not buy a mascara from them. Okay, so I don't know which lipstick I'm gonna go on with, but let's see. So these are the lipsticks I picked up. What kind of lipstick packaging does this look like? Because to me, it's giving me MAC. I actually had a MAC lipstick in my purse, and as soon as I got home, I took it out of my purse and compared it, and I was like, it literally looks exactly the same, like the same type of bullet packaging with the little like rim here. I don't know, it's just, it's so funny. This one is in the shade Shout Out, which is like a very nice, like deeper pinky plummy color. It just looks very nice. This shade threw me off. This shade is called Banter, and it just looks darker than the packaging. Like I feel like this shade matches the packaging. The shade here, like, let me show you. Yeah, like I feel like they almost look very similar, but I do feel like this matches the packaging a little bit better, where this one just looks way darker. All right, we're gonna put on the lipstick Banter. Too bad. I like the shade. It's just like I would probably go for more something nude, but they don't stink. Like they don't smell like a crayon. They smell a little makeup-y, but with a little bit more like vanilla. I thought they were gonna be matte. Oh no, it's not. It's Ultra Cream Lipstick Rouge. Okay, I don't know why I thought they were matte. Maybe it's because the packaging just made them look like a blurred matte lipstick. It's a cream as well, so you know there's that. But I like it so far. Okay, set my face. What do you guys think? Do I look like a hot mess? Should I wash this off before going out? What do you think? That is everything, guys. I am out of breath. I've been talking forever. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I 100% appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing. If you have not subscribed already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Give it a thumbs up. Comment down below. I will respond to you. I love talking to you guys. Until next time. Bye.